Welcome back to our third episode now in the second series of the Golf Fit system. We're back down at the Archfield Performance Centre with Oliver Morton, and we're going to be talking about reverse spine angle this time. We're going to be talking about how that can affect your game and definitely your scores.
Yeah, massively. So I think this is something that can affect people differently. It can affect consistency in terms of dispersion. You'll be hitting the ball left and right. It can affect angle of attack, and that's basically what we covered last week a little bit on how well you're striking it. It can affect all sorts, and the big one for me is it's not if, it's when somebody's going to hurt themselves if they continue to do this in the game.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people back then. Obviously, it's a big one for our golfers. Even you get stuff like even knee stress and shoulder stress from this move.
Yeah, big time. So building off last week, we talked about the lower body and the loading patterns last week, and then I guess something I see a lot is how that then correlates to the upper body.
Yeah. So
in terms of reverse spine angle, I think probably best demo what.
Yeah. So reverse spine angle, we're talking someone turning into their backswing and this sort of angle.
Effectively, folks, where the upper body or the torso is more extended, so leaning back, than the pelvis. Okay, that's what I would define as reverse spine angle. So again, in that position, and adversely, what happens is top of the swing. If you turn actually around this way, Craig, so you've got your back towards the camera. What we'll see here, folks, is Craig's reverse upper body is more extended than his pelvis. Then, as he makes his downswing move, we'll see here. There's a lot of stress that we can get down here on this bottom of his back or the lumbar spine. So it's something we really want to avoid. Then, when we talk about the actual golf club, we're talking about there's massive amounts of variability you can get with the club path, the club face on that path, and the angle of attack. So this could, big licorice all sorts, and
loads of stuff that could happen.
Yeah, something we just don't want to happen.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So how do we solve it? It's the main question.
Okay. So for me, really simple solution to this is tempo and swing length.
Yeah.
So one of my favourite exercises here, Craig, is if you take your setup position.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go back to my famous thing. So I love trees for some reason in all my exercises. So okay, Craig. So what I want you to do here is, first of all, just swinging nice and slow. I want you to imagine that you are out the golf course and you've got a tree behind you, which is really restricting the length of your backswing.
Very usual for me to be around the trees.
Yeah. So just say half your normal speed.
Half normal speed pass swing.
Yeah, 50%. Yeah.
Try that.
And again.
That's one of those that feels like a half swing to me, but it's probably a full length swing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that'll be the same for most people do this, won't it? Well, everybody will feel like they're swinging to there, and then see themselves and they're actually up here, or somebody else to tell them that. Yeah.
Again, you can do this in yourself. Another great way to do this is if you've got a partner.
Yeah.
And what you can do is I can stand here behind you, put a stick there behind you, so you really are giving someone that kind of visual and really feeling there.
And then you're
absolutely, yeah. Really good exercise. Find the rhythm, find what works for you, but it really is something really good way to attack that reverse spine angle.
I should say as well, just from experience doing this drill, if you're going for a shorter backswing, some people will feel that the tempo really speeds up in the downswing. You'll feel things jerking around a little bit, so be patient with this one because it can take a few attempts. You'll see anybody with commentary will talk about that quite a lot. Shorter backswings, it's hard to keep the tempo the way through. So tempo you're going to have to work at here as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Start with the tempo, let that guide the swing length. See too many people trying to do it the other way around. So the tempo is the real key here.
Okay, we're going to go into the gym and we'll take a look at what can cause reverse spine angle and your physical limitations. Alright, so we've made our way across to the gym here, so we're going to have a look at what can cause basically reverse spine. Now, a few things, like Ollie said, even this can have a few things that a few effects in your golf swing and a few effects in your golf shots. Similarly, this can be caused by a few things as well. It's quite a, what did you call it in the bay? Complex situation, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at overhead reach, because for most people, if you struggle to get your arms up high, then you're going to make some sort of compensation with your spine. Even if you're mobile, sometimes you just really find it hard to stabilise and not move something. So we're going to have a look at this from both ends of that. Okay, so First thing we're going to do is start in the simplest position. We're going to get Ollie to lie back on the mat here. Okay, and simply we're going to get Ollie to go what we'll call a dead bug position. So we'll get him to put his arms up here, just above his chest, and he's going to drop one arm towards the floor. While he's doing this, he's trying to make sure his spine stays neutral. So if you feel any arching of your spine, like you might do in your golf swing, then you know you need to work at this level and try and focus either on the stability or just getting a little bit further that mobility range. Okay, they work together anyway. Alright, and then we're going to get all into hands and knees positions. So we call this a bird dog position. Very simple, as a child's crawling position. And again, same position, same exercise, different position. So what we're going to do is get Ollie to raise one arm up, just as he did before. Again, I'm looking to see, does Ollie's spine stay exactly the same? Is there any tipping or tilt? Is there any compensation? You should be able to feel that. You might also feel that your neck gets a little bit tight, and you start to struggle a little bit at this point if you find it quite difficult just to move your shoulders independently. And then finally, we're going to get Ollie into a kneeling position. So, Ollie, if you go into what we call tall kneel, so it's 2 knees. So each of these positions get a little bit harder for him to stabilise, so you'll soon find out if it's a stability issue for you or a mobility issue. So Ollie's going to have to work hard here to keep his spine neutral. He's going to take both arms out. One arm's going to go towards the sky and one arm's going to go down. Good, so what I'm looking for is Ollie's shoulders nice and level, is his neck fairly relaxed, and you see his head move from one side to the other, all these compensations, and from the side we're looking to see if there's any arching, any compensation in his spine. Okay, so pretty good. So what we're going to do now is take it in a golf posture, okay, get golf specific. So if Ollie, if you can grab this bar rope with your right front, so you can use a golf club for this as well. What we're going to do is get Ollie to go into his driver posture. Okay, and then from his driver posture, what I'd like Ollie to do is face his palms towards you guys, so out in front of him, hands flat. Now his aim here is to try and keep his posture, really feel his spine angle stays the same, and he's going to reach up and overhead, and you get a real sense for how hard this is at this level. So he's reaching up as high as he can. He's going to try and again keep his neck relaxed, head relaxed, so there's no problem with his head. Tension here should really feel like your abs are pretty working pretty hard, so all the people love core exercises. It's a good excuse to do lots of those, okay? But if you're doing core exercises, make sure you're doing them with purpose, make sure you're doing something that challenges you to keep your core and your spine stable. If you want to make this harder, go into a lower posture like a wedge posture, okay? Right, and then the last one we're going to do is really work on being able to, again, we linked this with loading before, so people who struggle with this, as Ollie said, people who struggle to get that sort of reach and keep that spine angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Ollie to do a grab and throw. So if Ollie, if you sit up in your golf posture for me, he's going to turn, grab the ball as far as he can, reach, and you can see that spine angle he's created, and then from there he's going to drive down his left foot, stomp on it, and then just turn away with the ball. Good. Okay, so really all of you feel he's working pretty hard here in his core area. He's going to have to work pretty hard in his reach as well, so sometimes you feel this through your lats. But what's important is everybody might feel something different. The important thing is we get that spine angle back, and it gives Ollie the transfer to the back of his golf swing.
Okay, so thanks to Craig for the beasting in the gym that I just received. Hopefully it was useful for your golf game as well. Craig, obviously we're talking about reverse spine angle today. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Please, obviously the more views that we get, the more people we can share this great information with. So I hope you liked it. Please leave some feedback below in the comment section. Thanks now.
Matter for the head ball.